Yo, what's going on, guys? Snoozman back here with another YouTube video, and today we're actually going to talk about how to place a player on the IR here in Madden 22 franchise mode. Now, I am here with the Vikings because with my Chicago Bears franchise, not many players were actually getting injured for me to put them on the IR. There were two injuries, but they were very big injuries, and they were too big of injuries for me to actually place them on the IR. They were season-ending injuries. So a quick tip and pointer: if they are season-ending injuries and very big injuries, you cannot place them on the IR. Now I'm gonna go into the injury report, which is the IR. All we have to do to get there is go to manage roster, and then here it is for injury report. So I went over to the Vikings, and they actually have a lot of injuries. So some is very lengthy. One is a complete PCL tear, obviously season ending. And as you guys can see, it kind of categorizes itself. Length is right here, whether they are on the IR or not. And then return. Now it does say they are on the IR because it puts them on the IR so that it automatically saves you a roster spot. So that's very cool of the games. You can't actually place these players on the IR for season-ending injuries yourselves, but the CPU will do it. And then if you're not like if you're just simming, they will place the guys with season-ending injuries, a guy like Kane right here, and they will put him in the IR. That'll save up a roster spot, and they'll go ahead and go into the free agency, and then they'll go ahead and sign his replacement for the time being. Now, some of these other guys that are currently here, Daniil Hunter. Now they automatically probably just did some of these guys already because again, I wasn't using this team. I just flipped over. It's one of the last weeks, so I'm assuming that they already put some of these guys in AR, but they didn't do it to Daniil Hunter, and this is a forearm fracture, so obviously this happened a while ago and they didn't do it. So the CPU does it here and there, but how to actually put guys on the IR? All we have to do is tap on them, and then all you guys can see place player in IR. Now you will want to notice the length. Now Daniil Hunter is going to be back in 2 weeks, as you guys can see right here. Now, keep in mind, when you guys do place a player on the IR, it takes 8 weeks for them to get off. No matter the injury, no matter what time they're supposed to come back, they're going to stay on the IR 8 weeks. They will come back after 8 weeks is done. So keep that in mind. So Daniil Hunter here is sitting at 2 weeks length of time to come back, but if we place him in the IR, we're not going to get him back till 6 weeks after the fact of when he's supposed to come back. So obviously, we're not going to just use up that roster spot and get somebody to replace him now because I mean we have a guy that is going to be returning in 2 weeks. So keep in mind of that, guys. So again, these season-ending injuries they put in the IR, like Irv Smith right here. I'm just going to say Johnson. I'm not going to try to say that first name. As you guys can see, IR for yes for both of these. Length. Now they did place him on IR, but he's coming back 0 weeks. But I'm not sure at what point that they put him on the IR because he's a guy that again you have to wait 8 weeks. So I'm not sure if they got him back. So and again, I wasn't controlling the Vikings, but keep in mind of that, guys. That is how you can place a player on the IR. Just look at their length, and you can place any player in the IR if the team hasn't already done so. But just keep in mind that they will have to stay up on their 8 weeks. But guys, it's as simple as that. But keep in mind, guys, it does open up and free up an extra roster spot, and you can come in here in free agency right here, and then let's say any position that you have to go to, whether it's quarterback, just any position that you have to fill because your player got badly injured and you're going to put them on the IR for 8 weeks. You can come in here and you can just come into free agency and replace that for the time being till they get back. But it's as simple as that, guys. Hopefully you guys did like this video. Comment down below any future tip videos you guys would like to see, and I will try to mix in some 2K My League and do some, a couple videos maybe coming up. But just let me know down below what you guys would like to see, more specifically in franchise mode here for Madden 22. But make sure you guys also are leaving a like and hitting that sub button. Now again, guys, that will be it for today's video, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next one.